According to electrical safety codes, a light and vent fan cannot be located within 1 foot of a tub basin if the ceiling is at 8 feet and the fixture is flush mount. This requirement is based on safety considerations to minimize the risk of electrical shock. The specific dimensions and requirements for clearances around bathtubs and showers are outlined in the National Electrical Code (NEC). It is essential to adhere to these regulations to ensure the safety of individuals using the bathroom. The NEC provides detailed guidelines on the placement of electrical fixtures in wet locations, including bathrooms. These guidelines take into account factors such as the type of fixture, the distance from water sources, and the ceiling height. The intent is to prevent water from coming into contact with electrical components, which can create a hazardous situation. In the case of a light and vent fan installed near a tub, the NEC specifies minimum distances that must be maintained between the fixture and the tub basin. These distances vary depending on the type of fixture and the ceiling height. For a flush mount fixture with an 8-foot ceiling, the NEC typically requires a greater clearance than 1 foot from the tub basin. This is because flush mount fixtures are generally closer to the ceiling and may be more susceptible to moisture accumulation. Therefore, it is important to consult the NEC for the specific requirements in this situation. The NEC also addresses the types of fixtures that are permitted in wet locations. Some fixtures are designed and rated for use in damp or wet environments, while others are not. Fixtures that are approved for wet locations are typically constructed with moisture-resistant materials and have seals to prevent water from entering the electrical components. It is important to use only fixtures that are specifically designed and rated for use in bathrooms or other wet locations. When installing a light and vent fan near a tub, it is also important to consider the wiring methods and grounding requirement. The NEC specifies the types of wiring that are permitted in wet locations and requires that all electrical equipment be properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to protect against electrical shock. In addition to the NEC, local building codes may also have specific requirements for the installation of electrical fixtures in bathrooms. It is important to check with the local building department to ensure that the installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Failure to comply with these codes can result in fines or other penalties. When planning the installation of a light and vent fan near a tub, it is advisable to consult with a qualified electrician. An electrician can assess the specific situation and determine the appropriate location for the fixture, taking into account the NEC requirements and local building codes. An electrician can also ensure that the wiring and grounding are properly installed and that the fixture is safe to use. The NEC is updated on a regular basis to reflect changes in technology and safety standards. It is important to use the most current version of the NEC when designing and installing electrical systems. The NEC is available for purchase from the National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, and other sources. In addition to the NEC, there are other resources available that provide guidance on the safe installation of electrical fixtures in bathrooms. These resources include manufacturers' instructions, technical bulletins, and online forums. It is important to consult these resources to ensure that the installation is performed correctly and safely. The safe installation of electrical fixtures in bathrooms is essential to prevent electrical shock and other hazards. By following the NEC requirements, local building codes, and manufacturers' instructions, it is possible to create a safe and functional bathroom environment. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician if you are not comfortable performing the work yourself. The electrical code mandates specific clearances around bathtubs and showers to prevent electrical hazards. The area within a certain distance of the tub or shower is considered a wet location, and special requirements apply to electrical fixtures installed in these areas. The purpose of these requirements is to minimize the risk of electric shock to people who are using the tub or shower. Firstly, the NEC defines the area around a bathtub or shower as a zone in which special rules apply to electrical installations. This zone typically extends horizontally a certain distance from the edge of the tub or shower, and vertically to a certain height above the floor or the top of the tub or shower. Secondly, within this zone, only certain types of electrical fixtures are permitted, and they must be installed in accordance with specific requirements. For example, fixtures that are installed in wet locations must be listed for that purpose and must be protected from moisture. Thirdly, the NEC also specifies the minimum clearances that must be maintained between electrical fixtures and the tub or shower. These clearances vary depending on the type of fixture and the voltage of the electrical circuit. For example, a light fixture that is installed directly above a tub or shower may need to be at least 8 feet above the top of the tub or shower. The electrical code also addresses the grounding requirements for electrical fixtures installed in wet locations. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to protect against electric shock. All electrical fixtures installed in wet locations must be properly grounded, and the grounding system must be installed in accordance with the NEC requirements. The NEC also includes requirements for ground fault circuit interrupters (GFCIs) in bathrooms. GFCIs are designed to protect people from electric shock by detecting small amounts of current leakage and interrupting the circuit. GFCIs are typically required for all electrical outlets in bathrooms, as well as for certain types of electrical fixtures, such as exhaust fans. When installing electrical fixtures in a bathroom, it is important to follow all of the applicable requirements of the NEC and local building codes. Failure to do so can create a safety hazard and may result in fines or other penalties. It is also important to use qualified electricians who are familiar with the electrical code and can ensure that the installation is performed correctly. The requirements for electrical installations in bathrooms are complex and can vary depending on the specific circumstances. It is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure that the installation is safe and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. In addition to the NEC, there may be other codes and standards that apply to electrical installations in bathrooms. For example, some states or local jurisdictions may have adopted their own versions of the electrical code, which may include additional requirements. It is important to check with the local building department to determine which codes and standards apply to the installation. The electrical code is constantly evolving to reflect changes in technology and safety standards. It is important to stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure that electrical installations are safe and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. There are many resources available to help people learn about the electrical code, including training courses, seminars, and online resources. It is also important to consult with qualified electricians and electrical inspectors who can provide expert guidance on electrical installations. The NEC specifies requirements for the location of luminaires, also known as light fixtures, and ceiling fans in damp and wet locations. These requirements are intended to reduce the risk of electric shock. For luminaires located within the actual inside dimension of a bathtub or shower, the fixture must be listed for wet locations. If the luminaire is subject to shower spray, it must also be listed for wet locations. These fixtures are designed to withstand exposure to water and moisture. For luminaires located outside the actual inside dimension of a bathtub or shower, but within a zone extending 3 feet horizontally and 8 feet vertically from the top of the bathtub rim or shower threshold, the fixture must be listed for damp locations. Damp location fixtures are designed to withstand exposure to moisture, but not direct water spray. Ceiling fans located within the zone described above must also be listed for damp locations. The NEC also requires that all luminaires and ceiling fans installed in damp or wet locations be GFCI protected. GFCIs are designed to detect small amounts of current leakage and interrupt the circuit, preventing electric shock. In addition to the NEC requirements, local building codes may have additional requirements for the location of luminaires and ceiling fans in bathrooms. It is important to check with the local building department to determine the specific requirements in your area. When installing luminaires or ceiling fans in bathrooms, it is important to follow all of the applicable requirements of the NEC and local building codes. Failure to do so can create a safety hazard and may result in fines or other penalties. It is also important to use qualified electricians who are familiar with the electrical code and can ensure that the installation is performed correctly. The NEC is a complex document, and it can be difficult to understand all of the requirements for electrical installations in bathrooms. If you have any questions, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. The electrical code is a set of rules and regulations that govern the safe installation and maintenance of electrical systems. It is designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards, such as electric shock and fire. The NEC is the most widely adopted electrical code in the United States. It is published by the National Fire Protection Association (NFPA) and is updated every 3 years. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It also includes specific requirements for electrical installations in hazardous locations, such as bathrooms and swimming pools. The NEC is a complex document, and it can be difficult to understand all of the requirements. However, it is important to be familiar with the NEC if you are involved in electrical work. There are many resources available to help you learn about the NEC, including training courses, seminars, and online resources. It is also important to consult with qualified electricians and electrical inspectors who can provide expert guidance on electrical installations. The NEC is not a law, but it is often adopted by state and local governments as part of their building codes. When the NEC is adopted by a government, it becomes a legally enforceable document. This means that electrical installations must comply with the requirements of the NEC, or the installer may be subject to fines or other penalties. The NEC is constantly evolving to reflect changes in technology and safety standards. It is important to stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure that electrical installations are safe and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. There are many organizations that provide information and training on the NEC, including the NFPA, the International Association of Electrical Inspectors (IE), and the National Electrical Contractors Association (NECA). These organizations offer a variety of resources, such as training courses, seminars, publications, and online forums. It is important to choose a reputable organization that provides accurate and up-to-date information on the NEC. The electrical code is a valuable tool for ensuring the safe installation and maintenance of electrical systems. By following the requirements of the NEC, you can help to protect people and property from electrical hazards. The area around a bathtub or shower is considered a hazardous location due to the presence of water, which is a good conductor of electricity. The primary concern is to prevent electrical shock to individuals who may be wet and in direct contact with the water or fixtures in the tub or shower. Electrical codes, such as the NEC, establish specific guidelines for electrical installations in these areas to minimize the risk of shock. These guidelines address several key aspects. Firstly, the type of electrical fixtures that can be installed. Only fixtures specifically designed and listed for use in wet locations are permitted within the immediate vicinity of a tub or shower. These fixtures are constructed to be watertight and resistant to corrosion, preventing water from entering the electrical components. Secondly, the distance requirements. Minimum distances are specified between electrical fixtures in the tub or shower. These distances vary depending on the type of fixture and the voltage of the electrical circuit. The intent is to keep electrical components far enough away from the water source to prevent accidental contact. Thirdly, ground fault circuit interrupter (GFCI) protection. GFCIs are required for all electrical outlets and circuits serving bathrooms. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage and quickly shut off the power, preventing a potentially fatal shock. The NEC defines specific zones around bathtubs and showers where these restrictions apply. These zones extend horizontally and vertically from the tub or shower, creating a buffer area where only approved fixtures and wiring methods are allowed. The size and shape of these zones depend on the specific provisions of the code. In the specific scenario mentioned, where a light/vent fan is located within 1 foot of the tub basin and the ceiling is at 8 feet, the installation may not comply with the NEC. The NEC typically requires a greater clearance than 1 foot for fixtures located near a tub or shower, especially if the fixture is not specifically listed for wet locations. Additionally, the height of the ceiling may also affect the clearance requirements. It is important to consult the specific provisions of the NEC and local building codes to determine the exact requirements for this situation. If the installation does not comply with the code, it must be corrected to ensure the safety of the occupants. This may involve relocating the fixture, replacing it with a fixture that is listed for wet locations, or installing additional GFCI protection. It is always recommended to consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that electrical installations in bathrooms comply with all applicable codes and regulations. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to have the work performed by someone who is trained and experienced. The electrical code is not intended to be a barrier to innovation or convenience. It is intended to ensure that electrical installations are safe and do not pose a risk to people or property. By following the code, we can create a safe and reliable electrical system that will serve us well for many years. The NEC and local building codes are designed to provide a framework for safe electrical installations. These codes are not always easy to understand or apply, but they are essential for protecting people and property from electrical hazards. By working with qualified electricians and inspectors, and by staying informed about the latest code requirements, we can ensure that our electrical systems are safe and compliant,